What's going on YouTube? This is your man Jay. You're watching the Power Review, and I just finished watching the first episode of Supergirl. Prepare for a plus 30-year-old chunky dude with a beard about to rant about a superhero show. Now, disclaimer, I have not read comic books in quite a while. The experience I have with the Superman universe is right before he died, and then maybe about 2 or 3 years past that, I was collecting Superman and Action Comics. I like Superman. I actually been thinking about picking up the comics again with the new 52 and him losing his powers. It seemed interesting to me. But I really like the Arrow. Sometimes they lay it on a little thick, but I like the Arrow show. I like the Flash show. So I'm a fan of superhero shows. I go see the superhero movies and stuff like that. But just so when I seen this, I kind of saw that they were kind of making it cheesy and not really in a good way. And I know they're trying to do this whole like girl empowerment thing, which is kind of the undertones of the show. You know, the whole like message behind it. But I think they can do it better by not feeding into typical girl cliche trope stuff. So I have notes. I took notes as I watched the show. I'm going to try not to make this too long. So I noticed before I turned on the TV, or before the show came on, I had to have the TV on. Maybe about 15 minutes. They were like 10 minutes to Supergirl. Then another commercial came, 2 minutes to Supergirl. And they're like, Supergirl, Supergirl, like all the time. I'm like, okay, they're trying to really hype this thing up. So either it's going to be really good or it's going to be bad. In the first episode, they do a lot of tell, not show. The premise starts off that when they shot Kal-El out on the spaceship, that she was gonna follow too, but then she after the planet exploded, she got sucked into the negative zone, which was cool. They mentioned the negative zone, so I was like, oh, okay, cool, that's awesome. The 20-something years later, she finally lands on Earth. But when she lands on Earth, she's like 11 or 8. I don't know how. I think she was like 11 or something. I don't know. And then Superman finds her. He's been Superman. She was stuck in the negative zone for like 20-something years. So he's already Superman. He's probably already been Superman for like 10 years. All right, which means that the world's seen Superman. They had to be supervillains for Superman to fight, so it's not something that's new. It's not like it just happened yesterday. So there has to be aliens. There probably has to be metahumans already, around in the world that she, on the Earth when she lands there. Acting is super cheesy throughout the show, like kind of cringeworthy cheesy, where you could almost like when they're gonna say a line, you can predict what they're gonna say. And it's supposed to be like during like moments of you're gonna be inspiring and stuff, and it's like, Dean Cain is Supergirl's dad, not real dad, but like the family she lives with is Superman's dad. So that's kind of a cool. Like they went the Flash route, or the Flash was like the original, Flash's dad in the new series, which the original Flash in the CBS series. So that's kind of cool. They have the cliche of the best friend. Likes her and is in love with her, but she has no idea yet, which you think if you had like superpowers, you kind of pick up on that stuff. There's another cliche that they do in a lot of female women characters where they have no confidence, and then something has to come along where they prove themselves and they become confident. If you were an alien and you were sent and you're going to have powers, I don't believe that she would lack as much confidence as she does in the show. I think it's really lame. So that's the part I don't like. Like, at least have her. She has like no confidence. And then another thing that she talks about is she wanted to. The reason she worked for the media, the place that she works at, which is like a media mogul place. She works as assistant for the head lady, and she's like real powerful and stuff. Played by Abby McBeal. I don't know her real name. I think she'll always be Abby McBeal. So that's why she worked for this place, and so who knows how long she's been there, but she's been there getting coffee. And if you wanted to change the world and you had superpowers and you wanted to help people, like, I don't buy it. Like, wouldn't you be a nurse, or wouldn't you be a police officer, or like wouldn't you become like a teacher or something to help people, not just I want to help people, but I'm stuck giving these people coffee. Like, I don't buy it. And I know they want her to start from the bottom and work her way up, so she has like a crappy job, but she's really Supergirl. You know what I mean? Oh, empowering women. Like, you know, it'd be awesome if like she was like a teacher. And I don't know if they did that in the comic books. Like, I really have no idea. Like, when I was reading Superman, she was an alien, like another alien that was shape-shifting. So she wasn't like the original Supergirl. Supergirl was dead by then. The real Supergirl, anyway. But then they brought her back and all kind of stuff. So I don't buy that. Spoilers. I'm just letting you guys know. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about everything. Spoilers. Her sister is working for, her Earth sister is working for an anti-alien organization. Too much too soon. Like, they go through so much emotions and so many, like, it's like a roller coaster in the hour that they're trying to cram as much crap as they can, like, in your mouth, like in your face, just being like, she's here, this is why she's doing it, she's happy, then she's sad, or then she's sad, then she's happy, then she's sad, then it's sad, and it's like, it's over. It's like over. Then she gets taken by the government thing. She maybe does two things. You know, she like saves the plane, and I think she like stops a robbery, and then like the government agency like catches her like right away. Like, why not like show her? Like, if they would have showed her do like maybe like one more thing or two more things, you know, she does something, then she gets the outfit, and then right before she does the first thing where she's gonna stop the fire in her Supergirl outfit, the government captures her. Like, let her do a couple little things in the Superman outfit, and then have the government capture her, and then have the reveal that her sister works for him. And this is like all within the first half hour of the show. And it's just like, dude, like, and then they're always talking about him, he, him, he, him, talking about Superman. Just say Superman. You know, just say Cal or something. But it was always him, he. You know, it got old. Like, they were like, oh, remember, she's Superman's cousin. She's Superman's cousin. You're supposed to like her because she's Superman's cousin. Here, let's jam more in your face. This is what's happening. The special effects aren't bad. Sometimes you kind of tell, and they're kind of cheesy. But sometimes they're not too bad. For a TV show, I grew up on TV shows with really crappy special effects. You know, especially superhero shows back in the day. You know, so the special effects for me, they aren't that bad. Like I said, what kind of kills it is the acting. The acting is cheesy, and not in a good way cheesy. I think that the people in Arrow and The Flash, I think probably the Flash show probably has the best actors on it for a superhero show. You know, I take in consideration that it's the pilot, so they want to, you know, show as much stuff as they can to get people watching. You know, I don't mind the Supergirl outfit. I don't mind the thing that kind of bothers me, and I don't know if it's just me. I know the skirt is Supergirl, but did they have to make it so short? And that's just me. I'm a practical guy, and I like practical stuff. You know, I like doing things for a reason. If the character's going to wear something, it has to make sense why she's wearing something or he's wearing something. But I would have liked to see him do something different if they really were going this route where, you know, the whole, like, they're like, oh, we're going to overpower, you know, empower women, feminism, something, you know. They even do explanation why they call her Supergirl and why the lady names her Supergirl. And it was like, oh, okay, I guess they kind of addressed it, because you'd have those type of people that would be like, well, she should be Superwoman, girls derogatory, and stuff like that. So everybody knows the story of Superman. You don't have to explain it in a TV show. Everybody knows the story. You don't have to explain it. You could gloss over it a bit, and you could move on. The show has the problem that a lot of superhero movies do, is they do the origin story before they get to the action. And when you do an origin story in the TV, especially in the TV show, and you don't have the full 2 hours to tell the story, they rush through it all. They rush to everything to get to the Supergirl part. And so you really know, okay, so she's a girl that's from another planet. Her job, she has a crappy job. She likes James Olsen. People are gonna beat me up. You don't know nothing. You know, she likes that, and his character. I like his character. I like the actor. You know what I mean? Who cares? He's black. I think he did a good job. I liked him. You know what I mean? I think I would go on a date with him. So I didn't mind him at all. But you don't know nothing about. Okay, she's from another planet. Somebody puts her down. She goes home and cries. and then somebody has to bring her back up for her to feel confidence, and then somebody else puts her down, and she goes home and cries, and then she wants to give up. She wants to give up too easy for a person with superpowers, in my opinion. But you want to empower women, right? It's just too wishy-washy. I'm hoping they do more with it. I wouldn't mind watching it, you know what I mean? I would like to learn more about Supergirl, because that's what I find interesting. I don't know a lot about her. So watching the show would be cool, you know what I mean? It'd be fun to learn about her, but what they got going now, maybe they want to do it that way because they want to get, you know, a young tween or you know, teen audience. But even shows like, my wife watches Vampire Diaries, she watches the originals, and that has good writing in it. Like, okay, this characters was going on, it's interesting, you know. You don't have to sacrifice good writing and good character development in order to lower the standards to get you know, that young teen, you know, female demographic. And when you do, it's almost insulting, especially to the young female demographic. So it's not there yet. You know, I'm going to give it a couple episodes. If it does get really better, maybe I'll do another video on it. But in the meantime, man, I'm just not feeling it. It's okay. They need to lay off the cheese factor, and they need to write the characters better, especially Supergirl. She needs to be written better. I want to see her succeed. I am pulling for her, you know, because I want her to succeed, because I think that there does need to be a good female superhero show on TV. You know, on TV. You know, Jessica Jones is Netflix, and from what I heard, that's looking pretty damn good. So I'm definitely going to check that out too. You know, give it a chance. Give it a chance. I gave it a chance. Give it a chance. Just keep in mind that it's going to be cheesy, and they're going to rush through the story, and you're going to be like, oh, okay, yeah, but it's not terrible. It's not, in my opinion, it's not terrible. This is Jason. That was my rant. You're watching the Pop Review. If you like what I'm talking about, hit that like button, subscribe, you know, but above all else, enjoy the content. Take it easy, everybody.